Hello and welcome to another race on Assetto Corsa Competizione. Today we had an update with the new DLC which brings the tracks from the Intercontinental GT series, and that includes Kyalami. I was going to do a race at Bathurst, but I was having some issues there and I did make a couple of attempts, but I kept getting taken out by others, so I just came here. And there's only 5 people in this race at the start, and you think maybe how am I going to get a race out of this? Well, we'll soon find out. So we're coming down to the first turn, and also I haven't driven this sim in quite a long time now, so coming from iRacing, doing 24 hours of Daytona, and this weekend actually doing the 12 hours of Bathurst, so a little bit out of practice on this sim. But yeah, this was my very first lap at Kyalami on ACC. I'd driven a couple laps before on the original Assetto Corsa with the Kyalami mod, but yeah, nothing on this before, so it was all learning from here. But I must say I really did enjoy this track. It had a really good flow to it. So today we're driving the 2018 Bentley Continental GT, and it looks like we are challenging against a Nissan and another Porsche up the front there. So I've already lost some ground to them, and to me it looks like they've already driven a few laps around here, but I'll see if I can learn fast enough and gain back up to them. So yeah, coming from iRacing, it took me a while to get used to the braking. That's one of the biggest differences I found in ACC compared to iRacing, and the steering also feels a lot less reactive or instant in ACC for some reason, but I got used to it. Anyway, last corner of the first lap, getting a little bit of oversteer on exit, using all the curbing, and I'm in 3rd place. We only have 4 people in the race remaining, so let's hope these guys in front will give us a good enough race. And yeah, so I didn't know any of my braking points, so they're all pretty much random at the start. Got the overtake there at the front. Oh, hit the curb a little bit too hard. Yeah, they've gone both wide, and I'm right back up behind them. So at this point it's all really about trying to find my braking points, turning points and all that. This long right-hander was really fun. You can't accelerate fully right until the end, otherwise if you accelerate too early you'll run wide, just like the Porsche did just then. And I found you have to use quite a bit of the inner curve in some areas. And if you get the line right for this left hand, you get a good run coming through here on the right. I didn't quite nail it there. And this hairpin, it's very blind, and I couldn't work out, for the whole race I couldn't work out where the braking point was, so that's something I still got to learn. And I hope that over the next maybe week or so I'll be able to work on some lap guides for the new tracks. Like I said, I've got to focus on the 12 hours of Bathurst and iRacing for this weekend, but after that then I'll probably be on ACC again, trying to get out some more videos. Oh, he's hit that big sausage curve on the inside there, that threw him off the track, and it looks like I've gained 2nd position. He goes right up behind us then. It's the final corner, but I'm now in 2nd. And that GTR in front is pulled a bit of a gap, so it's going to be a bit of a challenge to catch up to him again. So I was braking just before that 100-meter board into the first corner. Couldn't really tell if that was the right place to be doing it. I was also taking that right chicane there a little bit too tight. I also noticed the Nissan was also taking this corner a little bit wide, so that I was gaining a little bit on each lap there. This Porsche behind us isn't out of the challenge just yet. He's still just sitting there in the background. Guy in front's got that corner a little bit wrong, and we're nearly up behind him now. I was getting quite a bit of oversteer in the Bentley. Being unused to the car, was probably using a little bit too much throttle out of the tight corners, spinning up the tyres. Just another thing for me to get used to. I was often taking this hairpin way too tight, I think. Once I catch up to him, then I gotta find where his weaknesses are so I can take the opportunities when they come. He was taking that corner rather tight. Nice wide and smooth line through there. We're at the end of, I think, the third lap now, and we do have a bit of a battle on our hands with only a few people in the race, so let's just keep going. Right back to the hairpin, and I seem to be right up behind him now. And Porsche's not too far behind either, but I'm in a position where I should see if I can find some opportunities. So I know that he keeps taking this corner pretty narrow, so if I can get a good run out here, maybe I could take a chance, but this is a very short straight. There's not really any opportunity to get through here. This fast right here, if you hit that inner curb, you'll get thrown off the track, so I have to avoid that. And I found that, especially like right there in the last corner, I was taking the apex a little bit too early. It was compromising my exit a little bit, and as you see, the GTR in front seems to pull away a bit. Coming to the first corner, these tight corners, I should have been having a little bit later of an apex, probably. It wasn't too bad that time around. I was taking that corner very tight. I took a much nicer line through there. Can't tell exactly how much faster I went through there than him, but I felt like I was gaining. Just a drop of the throttle coming into there, and you ease it on an exit. He's gone really wide. I'm definitely going to catch up to him here. A bit of a moment for him. Now this became one of my favourite parts of the track right here, because I was driving a lot better than this guy. As you see, I took a really straight line through there, and I caught right behind his tail. There's not really anywhere I can sneak through just yet. And while he's breaking the middle of the track, I can't really go either side of him. That Porsche's getting right up there again. So now I've got to focus on defending and attacking. That takes a lot of concentration, so hopefully I won't mess up at any point soon. Really deep into the corner, but managed to hold it in there. Lost a tiny bit of time with the GTR in front. He's got about half a second in front now. But I went really deep into the corner trying to get a later apex like I mentioned in the previous lap, and that did feel like a lot better of a run out of that corner. Now we're about halfway through the race now, I think, and with only 3 cars in the race, we've got a bit of a race on our hands, so pretty glad I managed to get this. This is only maybe the 3rd or so attempt I did of having a race since the DRC came out, so I was pretty stoked to get this in. I've only driven Kyalami and a few laps at Bathurst so far, so I'm yet to try out Suzuka and Laguna Seca. I'm looking forward to that. again having a much better run out of there than him. Oh, let's see if I can stick it around the outside. I'm going to have to brake rather late. He's taken up a lot of the track space there. There's not really any way I could have gone around him there. Nice fast left-hander back to the right. I am gaining a lot of time on him right there. Very wide. So there's a couple places where I know that I might be able to get around him at the moment. Not really. Oh, he's gone a bit wide. Let's see if I can get a good run on him here. Not quite. He's got a really fast straight line, it looks like. There's a couple places where I'm noticing he's braking either too late or he's just missing the apexes. I might be able to sneak on the inside. Gave him a little pretend dive there and he went wide, but I didn't really take the opportunity or anything. I was a bit nervous he'd turn on me. I also noticed the guy in the background seems to have disappeared, so he must have gone off somewhere. So it's just me and him at the moment. Let's go for the inside. He's gone slow through there, but yeah, he still was a little bit in front. Managed to carry more speed around the outside, keeping him ahead. But I know I can carry a lot more speed through here than he has been, so I'll gain through here again, getting right back up behind him. And then coming to probably my least favourite corner on the course so far, this very blind hairpin. And I still have no idea where the braking point is or what the line really is through there. But at least it was enough to keep up with them. Oh, it looks like he's gone rather wide there. I'm going to take the opportunity to try to go around him on the outside, but he still was on the inside, so he gets to keep the line for now. Do I have the straight line speed to get past him? Doesn't look like it. He's really got a quick car on the straights. He's also on the inside, so it's very likely he's going to be able to manage to keep it through this corner. I'm going to try my best to try just hold it down the outside, but no, he's got the ideal line there. He's kept the position for now. But this is a close one. I know there's some areas where I might be able to get past him, so I'm just going to keep fighting. He's a little bit slow out of this corner. I don't think I'm going to quite make it through here. There's not too many overtaking opportunities on this track, but there's a lot of places where someone can make a mistake, so I've got to use those opportunities to get past them. Not a huge amount of runoff on the track either. It looks like there's pretty much grass on each side of the track around most of the circuit, so not a lot of room for error. Gone slow through there again, back on the outside, but I know it's not going to be very likely that I'll make it around here. Side by side still, there's no ways I'm going to be able to get through there. We know that he's got some weaknesses, so I've got to keep working on it. Very clean driver though. I'm very happy, impressed with how he's been racing so far. The first couple of races I tried at Bathurst, I just couldn't stop being taken out by people in the practice and the race, all over. He's gone really deep there. Oh, can we sneak it on the inside this time? Yes, we can. Look on the bottom left corner, we're side by side right now. In fact, we're exactly side by side. I'm on the inside this time, so I've got a very good chance I might be able to keep this. Braking just around the 100 meter board just before he's gone deeper into the corner like I did in the previous lap. But this time, since I have a better position on track, I keep the position. Going a little bit narrow on this corner this time around, sneaking right up behind me. I'm fairly confident I should be able to keep it in front as long as I don't make mistakes. But we will speed it up for now, because at this point there's not a whole lot more that happens. He drops quite far behind. I think he makes a mistake or two. and the race is only a couple laps longer, so we'll just skip it through here a little bit, make our way towards the end of the race. And that's been my first experience on one of the new tracks in the Intercontinental GT DLC. I plan to do probably Bathurst next, and we'll move on to the other ones. But yeah, I've got the 12 hours of Bathurst and iRacing in a couple days. We should be live streaming that, so keep an eye on the channel and come watch us if you see it. Thanks for watching this video, and look forward to more in the future. Thank you.